Welcome to Poor Man's Garden. I am the poor man. And no, we're not in the garden today. It is February, it's cold, and I don't like the cold very much. So, what we're going to be doing today is seeding. Now, I'm going to do tomato plants and cabbage. Why these two? Well, tomatoes are very slow growing plants. Now, you plant them, you buy them somewhere already seeded. They've already seeded in probably April. You buy them in May. You won't get any tomatoes in probably almost the end of July. And I don't want to wait that long, so I'm going to be planting Better Boys. This is a hybrid. And the cabbage, of course, is a cold crop, so I'll probably hopefully I can plant it the second week of March, I hope. So, if you're a first time gardener and you want to seed plants, but you're looking at these saying, oh, I don't have anything like that, relax. You don't have to. You can use something you got in your fridge. It's just an egg carton. Cut the top off. You got 12 cells right there. Hey, I've done it before. These are just plants I bought last year, and everybody's like, a poor man buys plants? Yes, I do. Believe it or not, I got 8 plants for like $5. Hey, who don't like a deal? I'm Poe. I gotta do what I gotta do. But now I'm seeding, okay? Got 30 seeds for like less than $5. So yeah, I find deals everywhere I can. So it's not hard. I mean, if you use your egg carton, it's fine. You can use the dirt in your garden. You don't have to use this. I mean, I've got potting soil. I don't really like potting soil that much, but it's going to hold the moisture, so allows it busy. So I can water it one day, and if I don't come back for 2 or 3 days, it's fine. It still has a lot of peat moss in it. That's why I don't like the potting soil too much, because it stays so wet. But it's also going to be in the cool in the room I'm keeping it in. So, it's not going to mold as easy. That's why I don't like it. It stays wet, which is good, but it likes to mold or mildew. I don't like that. It's not so good for the plants. So, it's not hard. I mean, when you fill these things up, whether it be egg carton or these fancy dancy things here, fill them up, water it a little bit, let it settle. Let it dry, and then fill it up some more. Or if you don't want to wait, just water it a little bit and keep some extra dirt on hand and just refill it as it settles. I mean, it's gonna go down. So I did pack it a little bit in my thumb, shame on me. But you just dig your whole little hole, drop it in there, and that's all there is to it. Now, if you've never seen a tomato seed, they're really, really small. Be careful, because if you drop one and you have carpet, you're going to be searching forever. The vacuum cleaner will find it and you're out that seed. Okay, that's just easy deasy, easy peasy is what I should say. Now, if you have never seen a cabbage seed before, they're almost like coffee grinds. Now, these are several seeds in my hand. I just dropped some, so the vacuum cleaner will find them. But yeah, you can see how small they are. Yeah, they're like a coffee ground. Now, I'm going to do different. Even though I put 3 and 4 cells, I'm going to put 4 in these because I have 4 cells. And you don't have to go very deep with these, just enough to cover them up, Maybe they won't float to the surface when you water it. Trust me, they'll get way on down there with the roots. Gives the roots plenty of space. Now, a lot of these farming videos and people that see, they put extra fertilizer on it, put dirt over top of it, just to fill the seal of it. You can do that if you want. I don't do it. It already has the fertilizer in there. Hey, it's not very hard at all to seed plants. Some of these online videos, they try to make it so hard that people look at it, oh, I can't do that. It's too involved. No, it's not involved. You see everything I just done. I'm not going to do anything extra. Now, if it needs a little dirt, I've got some back there. I'll fill them up. But it's not that hard. I mean, make sure you water them after you put the seeds in there, and cover them up. Just activate the seed, more or less. But no, it's not a hard thing to do. Gardening is not hard at all. Now, tomato plants are a little bit more involved. You have to keep up with the neem oil because they just catch everything coming and going. That's just the way they are. I mean, they're susceptible to everything. So, that's the only thing that you have to keep. Excuse me for a minute, I have to put my seed back. I dropped the seed on the table. But anyway, that's one thing that you gotta keep up on with tomato plants, but it's still not involved. People get using. I've said this before. Excuses like, I got a job, I got a wife, I got a kid. I do too. It's not that hard. You don't have to go out there and stand there for an hour or two staring at the garden. You pull some plants, you spray some neem oil on it just to keep the stuff off of it, the bugs. And I live in the south, so it's warm and humid here, so you have to keep the fungus off of it. Now I will say, the bell peppers I bought last year, if you go back through my videos and look, through all the storms and the extreme heat, they were just regular bell peppers. Those plants lasted all the way into October. That was awesome and produced the whole time. So, if you can find some bell pepper plants and you like bell peppers, you want them in your garden, I plant them. Seed them like I did. I've done it before. I'll probably be seeding more next month, towards the end of the next month, March, putting squash and stuff like that in, and stuff I want. Yeah, this is what you like. Now, yes, the tomato plants are going in early, but they take so long to grow. In March, I'll show you where they are. They won't be very tall. They'll probably be about that tall about the middle of March, maybe a little bit taller. I want them to be that tall when I plant them. I want them to be substantial. And yes, I had tomato plants in here last year that were up to here. So, yeah, they're not going to get stunted. Their growth's not going to get stunted or nothing like that. Don't let people tell you that. They have plenty of room. The roots grow and have plenty of room to spread out until you put them in your garden. So, February is not early at all. So, yeah, go ahead and get your cold crops in, get your tomato plants seeded. Don't panic if you don't have these little fancy things here. You can use an egg carton, like I said, and just go buy you a little potting soil. You can get them anywhere, Dollar General, even a dollar store, I guess you could find it there. I mean, if you can, let me know, because I want, I'll get in on that. Okay, poor man needs a deal. So, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button. It doesn't cost you a thing. It helps that channel a whole lot. Comment, because I love to hear from people. See you next time.